Hey everybody, it's Hylian Alchemist, and welcome back to Let's Play Kirby 64 The Crystal Shards. In the last episode, we completed Aqua Star, and in this episode, we are not going to enter Neo Star right now because we are just jamming to this nice little upbeat tune. Okay, just kidding. We're going to enter the first stage of Neo Star already. We're not going to waste the entire video just jamming to that, even though I really do love that, that little tune there. I just love how it's so upbeat. It's so fantastic. And this is where the stages here get a little more challenging. So you want to be careful on that part. I actually kind of like Neo Star though. I mean, it actually does give you a little sense of adventure. Okay, to start with, we have this little jungle here. There are going to be a lot of pitfall traps here, so you want to be careful too. Like the first one, the first one's alright, but the other ones from here on out, they're going to be spikes right inside those pitfall traps. So be extra careful about those pitfall traps. Now, for one thing, there's one crystal shard that is right under that trap, which is actually the first one, and it should be in this area. And I think well, actually, yeah, at some point in the next stage, I'm gonna need well, partially Rock Kirby, but some other power-up as well. I think the first crystal shard... Okay, I shouldn't have done that there. That was stupid. But I think the first shard is right here. There it is. It's right in there. There's no spikes in there either. That's good. It's actually been quite a long time since we've heard this theme. Since, like, not since Popstar. And yeah, that was kind of stupid about, like, what I did there. I mean, I was trying to get that, little fudge sickle. But then I still got hit by the spikes, so yeah, that was kind of reckless of me. And there's our second one, which is right down those vines here. Yeah, as soon as you enter this area, you want to start by climbing down those vines to get that shard. You definitely don't want to miss that if you're going for a completion run. Which is what we're doing, but of course, we're probably gonna have to do that completion run, since, by doing so, then we get the true good ending. Because we really don't want to see the bad ending, don't we? We don't want to see that awful ending. Well, actually, then again, I'm still probably going to show it off anyway, because, well, for the sake of this Let's Play, I'll probably just find a way to show it off. But we still do want to get every single crystal shard there is in this game, so that way we can truly beat this game. We can truly save the day, and I know I kept on saying the word truly. And that is getting... Oh, okay, don't worry, I'll stop. I'll shut up with that. Alright, yeah, I kind of apologize for this long pause right here. I kind of, ran out of things to say here. I'm a little kind of tired, though. I mean, I am commentating over... I'm commentating this video, like, late at night. It's 10:02 around where I live. Well, like, 10:02 p.m. So, there's probably not much for me to say right now, since, well, I guess I kind of did run out of things to say here. But, of course, I am feeling a little bit tired here. That's the one good thing about these power-ups, well, these copy abilities, is that we can just easily cheese those bosses so much. Like, we can just make all those mini bosses look like complete jokes. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the last shard should be in this area. Might be wrong, but well, let's see about that. Make sure you want to get right on those logs here. And just try not to fall right down to the jungle. Because that would be bad. Okay, yeah. Oh, there it is. I see the shard up there. Now, if you actually look closely at those vines, you can see them. They're a different color here. Like, if they're all green, then they're stable. If those vines look like they're dying, then they're actually unstable. and they will just fall down to the abyss. So you want to be careful. And oh my god, Lollipop invincibility! Die, you motherfuckers! Die! Nobody can underestimate the power of Lollipop invincibility! I just love this thing so much. Again, I really wish this really did happen in real life. Just eating a lollipop makes you invincible. If only it does happen in real life. I just so wish it does. I'm probably gonna get a lot of flack for this, but I'm not a real big fan of lollipops, honestly. And I know you guys are probably gonna like, you don't like lollipops? You're crazy, Tyler. You are so crazy. Well, the reason why I don't like them is because, oh hey, an early crystal shard here. I don't really like them because, sometimes there's these little sharp, edges. And they can kind of cut my tongue sometime. Well, they make my tongue bleed a bit, so that's why I just don't like them that much. And we have a minecart section. But this is Kirby. We're not playing Donkey Kong Country. What's going on here? So just like with that one stage in Aquastar, again, you'll know when an obstacle is approaching you if the exclamation mark is above Waddle Dee's head. But yeah, that crystal shard was just like really early, the first one. Just had to go to the very left and then you just grab it there. So we get like a couple of early crystal shards. I really love this music here as well. I really love the choir that's playing in the background. Just, I don't know, it just sounds, it's so very pleasing. I mean, I got no other words to say other than the fact that it's just so goddamn good. Just, you know, the soundtrack in this game in general, it's just fucking awesome. I love it so much. Oh yeah, and I actually didn't mention this at all. As you can see here, I have both the rock and the bomb copy ability. And the reason for that is because, well, you probably know by now. I mean, a certain crystal shard is right behind that one patterned wall that we need to get rid of. Now, for this copy ability, you really do want to be careful with this one. Because Kirby will actually throw dynamites with that copy ability. And they have a pretty large explosion radius. So much that, like, you know, you actually do take quite a bit of damage. I think, like, 2 units of health. Yeah, I think it's about, well, probably 1 or 2 units of health is what happens if you get caught in that little explosion. So what you want to do is that, like, you saw that I used that hard hat. Well, Kirby was wearing that, that hard hat, like, while, during that, while the dynamite was about to explode. In order to put the hard hat on, you want to push down on the D-pad, and then simultaneously push down on the D-pad and hold the B button. Both at the same time, just hold them down. And should you do that, then you'll be okay. And I think I just saw... okay, yeah, I saw that cannon was shooting diagonally. Which is kind of cheap here. And once again, weird enemy placement. Well, yeah, probably the cheapest enemy placement ever. Okay, I probably say that for other areas too, but... seriously, what is it with this game and their very weird enemy placement? I don't get that. And this is where things get a little tight here because of these assholes. I was a little hesitant to use this copy ability because I just couldn't trust myself to do it, because once the dynamite is on contact with the enemy, then, of course, instant explosion and possible risk of me taking damage before I had the chance of putting the hard hat on. But at some point later on, use it anyway and just quickly put the hard hat on. And you probably noticed those amoeba-like enemies that we just went past in that previous area. Don't you think that it really does look a lot like Morpha from Ocarina of Time? That's why I like to call them mini-Morphas. Because they seriously do look like them. Or that... I mean, they do look like him. So anyway, yeah, this wall right here, just, throw that dynamite here, and then there's your crystal shard. And that's why I need the copy ability. Regardless, though, I'm just gonna go ahead and throw that copy ability away because, it is a pretty dangerous one if you're not careful. At least I got the Skylar ability, though. And thanks to that, I can just get this, this little, wave, or enemy wave here is just too easy because of the cutter ability. Because we all have these, because we have all these, mini-Morphos to deal with. And that should be about it. So let's proceed onwards. And I do believe this is the last area before the end. And this is where things get a little tight here. You really do not want to get squished here, because remember, getting squished means instant death. So definitely be careful with this one here. And I made a lot of close calls in this one during my recording session. Like, it was all so tight. See, look at this here. It was all... Look at how tight that was. I mean, if I had not been careful enough, if I hadn't hurried enough, then I probably would have died there. But that was pretty tight, I should say. Nevertheless, though, we did get done with this level. I was actually trying to go for the mystery card, but I couldn't really do it because of my terrible aiming. Alright, so I guess I'll do it for this episode. The next episode, we'll, of course, finish off this star. Oh man, we're getting this LP done pretty quickly. Well, this game is pretty much short, so this is probably going to be another short LP, so... Anyway, till next time, guys, see y'all later.